Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome. It's Meredith. I am here with a mid-month reading for July 2019, and we are delving into the energies between the eclipses. So we had a solar eclipse alongside a new moon on the 2nd of July. Both happened in the sign of Cancer, which brought in a lot of self-healing energy, nurturing, loving self-care energy as well, and a desire to be of service to others in the healing realms, if at all possible for us. Then we have a lunar eclipse happening around the 16th, 17th of July. That's happening in the sign of Capricorn. And this brings a very grounding energy and deep self-revelation. So in the middle of them, what's going on? A solar eclipse opens up a doorway, a portal of energy, and we're right in the center of it all. So how is that affecting us at this time? So we're going to take a look at the joys, the happiness of the eclipses, and the potential challenges of them. We're using the Angel Tarot. We are also using Sacred Traveler Oracle cards and Indigo Angel Oracle cards for the reading, and we'll get started. This is the joys, the happiness of what's coming through the solar eclipse for Capricorn. And we have the High Priestess. Heightened awareness. Good. This is all of your intuitive gifts getting amplified by the eclipse, and with healing, transformative healing, self-care energies, you're going to turn your intuitions on what's really important for you to bring into harmony, bring into healing, bring into wholeness at this time. The High Priestess is the perfect card for that. She's going to guide you into your heart space, where your greatest, most powerful energy pulses. Your soul energy streaming forth. It's really quite sweet. So enjoy the magnified, amplified, intuitive gifts. My feeling is that you are going to experience greater empathic intuitiveness. And Capricorn is so good with just knowing. You know, your great claircognizance and clairvoyance. You have great sight as well. And with a strong earth energy in Capricorn, the more flowy, watery, empathic intuitiveness, while it is there, it's not as strong, or you may not experience it as strongly as you do the others. And at this time, it feels as though your empathic nature is going to get a huge boost. So use it well. Put yourself under your own magnifying glass and take a look at what you can lovingly nurture into wholeness, what needs your attention at this time. Another message of the High Priestess is use discretion. If you are in a process with yourself, sometimes it is wise to keep that journey to yourself until you have either reached the end of it or nearly the end of it before you share it. Just be mindful of that, because sometimes the opinions of other people have a deeper impact on us than we would even like to think that that they do. And discretion is wise for you at this time. I'll leave that there. Now let's take a look at the potential challenge of the solar eclipse. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Trust yourself. Trust your journey. That message comes up in Angel Answers for us in the daily readings quite often. The Knight of Pentacles, he's one of my favorite knights. He is the slowest of the bunch, but that means he savors. He has great presence and great awareness. He's a wonderful listener, great communicator, and takes the whole picture into consideration. Now, when we see the Knight of Pentacles, the flip side of his coin is Ace of Coins. The flip side of his coin is that there can sometimes be the perception of impatience. So this is a message to stay in acceptance and allowance. trust yourself, trust this process, this healing process that you're in at this time, and be at ease with self-discovery. Let's move on to the lunar eclipse. Again, that's coming up on the 16th or 17th. We're going to take a look at the potential joys of that for Capricorn, and we have the Death card. Hello, Scorpio. Right there. Transformation. That's exactly what's happening over here. So between the eclipses, Capricorn has a personal transformative healing experience. All the signs are undergoing it. You're not exclusively doing it. However, to have the card of transformation show up, it highlights for us just how deep that is for you. You're going through a great expansion with your own intuition and your intuitive gifts, Capricorn. So whatever may have not been developed previously for you to expand into your gifts, this is getting cleared up, healed up, or transformed so that you are an even better channeler, intuitive, psychic, whatever. Healer. All of it. Good for you. It's probably at times very sensitive for you, and at other times you're at complete ease and comfort with the process. You seem, Capricorn, energetically to weather these storms very well. If there's storms at all for you, you can be very pragmatic and practical as well. So when things get uncomfortable, you're really good at saying, yeah, it's uncomfortable, but you know, it'll pass. I'm okay. This comes easier to Capricorn than most, and it's really a gift for you, especially in the midst of transformation. If this were, say, in the Pisces reading, the Pisces would be potentially tearful and deeply emotional and somewhat confused by the transformative process. It would process through Pisces in a much more watery style with a lot of wishy-washy energy as well. But in Capricorn, it's very grounded and there's grace to it, and you come to acceptance easier than some of the other signs. Embrace that. You're very fortunate to have the gift of it. Okay, let's take a look at the potential challenge of the lunar eclipse. You have the Knight of Cups. I do not want to diminish that your process is just as adventurous, exciting, and full of anticipation as anyone else's. You seem to have a strength in transformation that other signs may not have. So you are, what's the word I used recently? Resolute. You're very resolute in the process, and it's a gift. So your potential challenge here is the King of Cups, who's holding the Ace of Cups. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles bringing along the Ace of Pentacles. So you have Ace energy in the reading twice now, which is new beginning, fresh start. And in this deck, the King of Cups brings an energy of commitment. This is about commitment to the self and commitment in your other relationships. The King also is deeply intuitive, so now you have it twice in the reading. You have it in the solar eclipse being pulled all the way through to the lunar eclipse. These are energies that are going to be with you for 6 months to 2 years. You're in a transformative amplification of your intuitive gifts for this potential period of time, up to 2 years from now. So that's a lot of transformation. And the Knight of Pentacles is also bringing a message, everything in its own right timing, in its own right season. We actually have to pull a couple more cards for this Knight as I think about it now. We'll come back to it. So commitment here, this is commitment to your journey through this eclipse process, and it is commitment within all of your relationships as a result of these transformations taking place in your intuitive gifts. It's going to touch every aspect of your life. And it's got a slow roll through the process off that Knight of Pentacles, which is good. It means that you're not going to get mowed down in the process. Again, that speaks to your resolute energy coming out of the Death card in transformation. So you have simultaneous endings and beginnings, and then you have a whisper of Ace energy in 2 cards, new beginnings, and then you have the magnification of everything that makes you so psychically sensitive. It's fantastic. All right, let's jump back here to the Knight of Pentacles. Knights convey messages between cards. We like to know where they came from and where they're going. So where did the Knight of Pentacles originate from? The 8 of Cups. Perfect. Yeah, that's a journey you started a while back. My feeling on that is that's a journey you began 2 years ago. And now you're between eclipses with the potential for taking this energy into the oncoming 2 years. Interesting. 8 of Cups is a departure. It is moving on from one foundation that's, pretty good and solid to a better one. And that's the transformation that's happening here in the Death card. You have switched up your frequency, switched up your vibe, and it has encouraged you to move forward and deeper and more expansively into your gifts and abilities intuitively, and bringing your soul presence to the now. Now we'd like to know where that knight's going. What is his destination on this mission? And you have the Star card. Yeah. That is a confirmation of what I just said. There's been approximately a 2-year process of you making change and transformation, and now the next phase of that continues. With the Star card showing up, you're following your guiding star, you're following your heart, you are listening to and allowing yourself to be guided by your intuition, which is fantastic, and this is a manifestation process. The star follows the tower in tarot. So when the tower comes down, it's an old foundation that was cracked, unstable, had to go, and you had to rebuild. And quite often we see this card in most tarot decks. There's a naked woman at the river of life beginning to co-create anew, we'll say. And she shows up there nude because she's walked out of the debris field of the tower. She had nothing. She left it all behind. She didn't even pick through it for clothing. So she wanted the raw, real experience of a new beginning and a fresh start. So you have that message now 3-4 times over in the reading. You are making a new life for yourself, and you've been at it for a while, and you're standing on a much better foundation, and it feels good to you. You are feeling the transformation. It is inspiring you to make offers in your life in a way that you haven't been able to before. You didn't feel quite the freedom to do it. And now you do. That's exciting. All right, your next card, Capricorn, comes from Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. And the question put to the deck when shuffled was simply, where does Capricorn stand in the now between the eclipses? And you get surrendering to the journey, releasing control. Yeah. Yeah, there's a deeper level of freedom for you in your journey, in this transformation. And perhaps 2 years ago, or up to 2 years ago, it may be less for some of you, it did feel measured, controlled, and like you had to really have your hand on it in terms of a sense of self-preservation and self-protection. And now, because you have a much stronger foundation, you have changed your frequency, changed your vibe, and you're living much more freely and transformatively, you don't feel the need to have such a heavy hand on the journey at this time. That's beautiful. All right, your last card comes from the Indigo Angel Oracle deck, and the question put to it was simply, what do the guides and angels of Capricorn wish to share at this time in the journey? And you are loved. Yeah. You are. The divine has got you, baby. And you have you, baby. That's great. So you are loved. You're in much more You're in a much more expanded experience of self-love that is feeding the ripple effect, so all of your relationships are benefiting from that. And again, you have a lot more of yourself to offer, and now you desire to. Capricorn, what a fantastic eclipse reading for you. Thanks so much for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe here on the channel. Watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus videos as well, so you get the full picture of what's going on in the eclipse for you at this time. And leave a comment if you're guided. Blessings, joy, peace. Bye for now.